Cafe and Networking, the podcast to connect and promote entrepreneurs and business experts. I'm Tom Riak, an American known as the King of Networking, connecting people and speaking from my studio in Campinas, São Paulo, Brazil. Today we're going to talk to Valter Henke, and he's joining us from Piracicaba in the state of São Paulo, Brazil. Piracicaba is the heart of sugarcane technology. Valter Henke is founder and CEO of Werkey, and Werkey, that's W-E-R-K-E-Y, is an ed tech focused on enhancing equipment operations, supplies and services for agriculture equipment, earth moving, and construction machinery. Valter has more than 20 years of experience in dealer and customer training at John Deere Latin America. Valter, welcome to Cafe and Networking Podcast.
Hi, Tom. Thanks for having me and for the opportunity to talk about Werkey.
Well, it's our pleasure here. For the last 20 years, Valter, you know, there have been many major changes in agriculture and highway construction machinery. Today, they're all filled with onboard technology and digital transformation. Machine operators and maintenance personnel, their skills have also changed dramatically. What does Werkey offer this market?
Well, Werkey is an ed tech that offers a training marketplace for the agribusiness, earth moving, and construction machinery segments. At Werkey, OEMs, their dealers, or even a startup can offer instructor-led and distance training opportunities to help customers and users to reach the full potential of their technologies. Werkey offers the e-commerce and learning management infrastructure that will make easy for these companies to provide training to their different ranges of customer, expanding from the current offers to extra large ones, reaching medium and small customers. Well, converging different brands to a marketplace facilitates users' life, allowing a one-stop shop and concentrating all training history in one portal.
We know that today, when you're talking about distance training, that's essential because the farming, agriculture in Brazil, it's everywhere. Brazil is a continental country, and literally from north to south, you have machinery everywhere. And the hardest thing, I think, is to get that machine operator to come somewhere to be trained.
Yeah, you're right. Training is key, and it has become more and more important because of this. The machines are packed with a lot of technology, and people need to learn in order to properly operate. Okay.
And this technology also, as I've seen that being out in the field and watching machinery run, technology is downloaded every day, updated.
Exactly. Yeah. You need to constantly learn. Even if you still having the same machine, it might have new features, or like we have on the phone, you have a new app, and you will need to continue to learn to be updated with that machine.
So your reach, your end client, let's say, it's the machine operator or the maintenance person. That's who you want to hear. He's going to use what you offer.
Yeah, I would say as the machine user, right, in the ag or construction equipment, that guy needs to learn about how to get the most out of that piece of equipment.
And today, and not only in Brazil, we see this worldwide. There's a shortage of skilled personnel, isn't there?
Yeah, I would say the problem is different if we consider Brazil and the US, right? In Brazil, you don't get people with the right education, so you have to provide training. In the US, you might get people with the right education, but they are not that much interested in ag-related jobs. So you need to offer training to enable those guys to learn that, well, it could be very interesting to work at an ag-related job. There's a lot of technology. If you like technology, you can go to work in agriculture as well.
Well, I've seen that in Brazil, literally. A Brazilian worker, he feels that's an upgrade for him to become a machine operator. If that's out in the field, if it's on the highway, construction, whatever, they certainly consider that an upgrade. They don't consider it a menial task, and part of that comes with the training that I'm sure you offer.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Valter, tell us, how can companies and persons, and we're talking to the world, how can they find you? How can you help them spread out eventual training? Because you're working with major equipment manufacturers, right?
Yeah. Well, we have a marketplace for training, and on this marketplace, the industry or a brand or their dealers can offer instructor-led training or even distance training, right? So these companies, they can make their offers to the market, and they could even offer training for a machine installation, let's say. So the customer might start doing the right thing from the beginning. So instead of doing everything in person, you could do it by distance. And right now it's important to have this possibility. So we have all the infrastructure that would help those companies to take what they know or their knowledge and transfer to the user, to the end user, to really make good use of that piece of equipment.
Well, actually, today in Brazil, we have a multitude of equipment manufacturers. And much of the equipment obviously is produced here in Brazil, but also much is imported.
Yeah.
So your portal is multi-brand, right?
Exactly. And I think this is the beauty of this project, because we are not focused only on one specific brand. And we know that most part of these larger brands, they have their own training portals for customers. But it's just it's a world that is focused on one brand.
Or one piece of machinery, right?
Exactly. And we are focused, our intention is to provide convergency here. So an end user will find a training related to the sprayer that he owns from one brand, the tractor from another brand, and so on. Chemicals and seeds and everything that he uses on his daily operation will have some training related at our portal.
So it's one-stop learning, right?
Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea. And we are making good progress here. And we are talking to the main companies in the agriculture and construction. So far, we are working with some private portals, because some companies, they don't have yet the right infrastructure to train their employees and their dealers. So we are first providing, helping some companies to put things in order at home. So then later, when they have everything in place, so then they will go and train their customers.
Valter, unfortunately, we're coming to the end of our time. So where can these companies and persons find you? Where can they find Werkey?
They can go to our website. It's www.werkey.co.
Well, just remind me, I want to thank you for your participation, okay? And success in your future and your company.
Well, thank you very much, Tom. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. And reminding our audience, for more information, you can find about Valter Henke, and that's Valter. The last name is Henke. You'll find him on LinkedIn. And the website again is werkey.co. If you're on WhatsApp, that number is 5519999950. 5555. Cafe and Networking is brought to us by Focus MI Market Intelligence, an agricultural market research specialist in Brazil. And more information on their site, you can find it at www.focusmi.com. Thanks for listening. Until the next time here at Cafe and Networking Podcast.